So this is your introductory video for your ecosystem project. Over the next few weeks, you and your partner are going to test your time management and social skills and your appetite for learning. So this can be as simple as a project as you want to make it, or as difficult as a project you want to make it, depending on how much time you put into it. So what you're going to be doing, the objective, is to select, research, and report various ecological aspects of an ecosystem. Okay, so examples of ecosystems are listed below, so let's take a look at those real quick. Grasslands, deserts, coral reefs, swamps, deciduous forests like the Stanislaus Forest, mountain ranges like the Sierra Nevadas, your rainforests, and freshwater bodies, meaning rivers and lakes and stuff like that. So what you would do is, for any ecosystem, you would want to pick a specific um, example of that ecosystem. And what I mean by that is, if I was to look at deserts, well, more than one pair of people, one group can do the desert, but one group must do a specific desert while the other one do a different desert. So, for example, you can do Death Valley and you can do the Mojave Desert, or you can do the Gobi Desert, okay, or the Sahara. But you can't have two groups do the same desert. So all three of those groups, they may each want to do a desert, but they have to be specific on which desert you're going to do, and no two groups can have the same desert. So that's what I mean right here. No two pairs can cover the same specific geographic location. So for example, two pairs can research a freshwater environment, but no two groups can cover the same body of water. So another example, with two groups or two pairs want to do freshwater body, they want to do a freshwater environment. Well, one group can do the, say, Stanislaus River. Well, the other group can do any other freshwater environment they want to. They just can't do the Stanislaus River. They can do the Great Salt Lake, or they can do Lake Tahoe. Okay, anything like that. So your requirements. Okay, one, your pair is allowed to use as many resources as you want. I am going to limit you as far as, I do not want you to use definition websites. I don't want you to use things like Yahoo Answers. I don't want you to use things like Web Dictionary, that kind of stuff. You are to research actual pages and websites that have information on them, not just online dictionaries. Okay? The only dictionary or glossary you are allowed to use is actually your textbook. And that is, as you can see by the underlined phrase, that is a required reference. You must use your textbook. So, in addition to your textbook, you must have at least 2 non-internet sources per person in the pair. So, for example, if you have 2 people in your pair, that means you need 4 non-internet sources. If something goes awry in your research and I have to split your pair up, then you would only require 2 non-internet resources. So if you're in a pair, I need 4 non-internet resources. If you're by yourself, you would need 2 non-internet resources. And like I said, your textbook is required, but it does not count as one of your non-internet resources. Now, this presentation will be a PowerPoint. You can go ahead and read through the requirements, okay, font size, the slide backgrounds, the acceptable fonts, no more than 20 words. I need to have 10 to 20 images, but with no animations. Every presentation must have a title slide that clearly states your names, the period, name of teacher, and the term. For example, fall 2013 would be the term. And every presentation must have reference slides that display references that were used. These slides must be in APA format, not MLA format. If you do MLA format, you will get a deduction. Okay, I will make a video on the difference between MLA format and what that reference looks like versus APA format. Okay, and then I'll also navigate you through the Son of a Citation website, which is a free online citation page that will allow you to just type in information, and then it's going to generate the reference for you that you can just copy and paste it into the PowerPoint. All right. So next, you must have 12 to 20 slides long. This does not include your title slide or your reference slide. Um, you're not going to needing more than 20 slides, but at the very least you'll need 12. And then the file name that you're going to have, it must be according to your group member and the period. And so, for example, if I had Jane Doe and Joe Schmo, if you notice their last names are in alphabetical order, okay, and they are both in my first period class. So the file name would be 1, the number, underscore Doe underscore Schmo. And then you would need to save your file with that name. Okay, how this project is to be submitted. Understand that not just the submission of giving me the PowerPoint, which I'll show you, or I'll tell you how to do in this video, but in order to receive any credit on this project, you must present it in front of the class. Okay, 10 to 15-minute presentation. A model or a poster may be completed and used in the presentation for extra credit, but it cannot be your only visual. You must have a PowerPoint completed and you must use it in a presentation. If you do not do the presentation portion, you will not receive any credit for it. Successful submission requires you to come by my room by 4 o'clock on the due date, hand me a flash drive, okay, with the PowerPoint file on it. I will copy it onto my computer. I'll give you the flash drive back. Okay, failure to do so is a 0. I will not accept this project late. Okay. Because of this, I would regularly email everyone in your pair, okay, so you and your, if in this case, email yourself, updates to your presentation just in case the person with the flash drive is absent on that day of submission. You can always have somebody else go put it on a flash drive from their email and then bring me the flash drive. Now understand this project represents 100% of your notebook score, okay? This is your notebook. Now you're going to be tested on the information that you're going to be going over and researching in this project, not specifically for each individual habitat, but the common vocabulary that's going to be mentioned in every presentation you will be tested on. Okay, and I'll make sure that you guys have a list of terms that you're going to be needing to do this project correctly. Understand that I am not going to give you a blanket list right out of the gate. Okay, I actually have a predetermined list of when I'm giving you topics. And for example, if I had, you're going to have like 15 things that you're going to have to do. I'm not going to give you all 15 at once. I'm going to give you like 3. And then when you're done with those 3 things for your project, you come to me, I look them over. If I like what I see, then I'll give you 4 or 5 more. And then you do work on those 4 or 5. And every single time that you're done with a certain amount of material, then you come back to me and I can give you more. If you never get through it, that means you're never getting the next topics to cover, which means not only you're not preparing yourself for the exam, but you're not going to do well on this project. Okay? So, the project due date is Friday, November 22nd, okay, 2013. Let's go ahead and change that. By 4 p.m. Okay, so this is the Friday before we leave for Thanksgiving break. So you need to make sure that you get me that presentation. I'll take them early. Okay, I will not take them during class time, but I will take them early. So by 4 o'clock on Friday the 22nd, you can give me your projects. We're going to have that week off. Right afterwards, when we come back, we start presentations. Okay, what I need you guys to do as soon as possible is find out who you want to work with, okay, and then the other thing I need you to do is determine, when you've decided your partner or even without your partner, what type of habitats and what type of ecosystems do you want to do. You know, do you want to do a desert? If you do want to do a desert, what type of desert? Do you want to do you know, the Sahara? Do you want to do the Mojave? Do you want to do Antarctica, which is technically a desert? Do you want to do a rainforest? If so, do you want to do Indonesian rainforests? Do you want to do the Amazon? Do you want to do the Congo? Okay, those are all different rainforests. So, or you may want to stick somewhere closer. You may want to do a deciduous forest like the Stanislaus forest. Okay, so start thinking about what you want to do your project on.